What a pleasant surprise to see Aaron Eckhart beating up so many people in this. My gosh.
Yes, it's always fun to watch.
Do you think audiences will be surprised at the kinds of things that Aaron does in this film with this character? And was there any special training he had to go through?
Yeah, no. I worked a long time rehearsing with him. In the morning we always rehearsed and talked about character and the script, and then in the afternoon he would train with the stunt guys because I like actors to do their own stunts and do everything themselves. And Aaron went for it, So he's driving the cars, he's fighting the bad guys, he's in the middle of explosions, he's sailing the boat. He does everything himself, and he's good at it. Yeah.
Very much so. This feels like a dream cast, would you say? I mean, it's Aaron Eckhart, Abigail Breslin, and Tim Roth. I'm curious if you feel like it's a dream cast, can you just yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely Dreamcast, especially because you want to find a different tone for a genre movie like this. And bringing Abigail as the female lead, gives you a different kind of flavor and tone. What I was really going for it, you want to have a banter and a non a actress that normally doesn't do these kind of movies, and then being in the middle of it. So that was really good. And it was a very nice dynamic between her and him, and the banter that they have, and that works perfectly for the story. And putting Abigail in a comfort zone that she doesn't know, it's really cool to see her kind of glow and being scared. It scared the shit out of her, and what is great for the character.
I love that. So can you unpack like how each of those people are on set? Like, what is it like to direct Aaron? What is it like to direct Abigail? And what's it like directing Tim? How are they as actors taking direction?
Everybody's different, and Aaron is like more like a method actor kind of person. So he's a lone assassin playing a lone assassin. He is a lone assassin, so that's the way he will be off camera as well. And Abigail is somebody who switched over very easy. You tell her what I want to see and what we need to do, and then she gets what her character needs to do for it. I don't need to tell her how to do a joke or do a little irritation moment. She will come that by itself. But I will direct the circumstances, and then she will time it in a perfect way. And you just have, and then you see Aaron kind of reacting to it. But it's wonderful. That's something you cannot direct. It's something needs to transform in front of the lens. And then Tim is kind of he loves it. He loves his job. He loves this world. And he was always like looking for how can I do it different? How can do this in a different way? And then I'm a director who, for me, a shoot is like jazz. So we have the script, what is kind of the score of the song, and then we're gonna jazz over it. We're gonna improvise around it. For example, with Tim Roth, I wanted to see like a little beat where he would kill somebody, so we can see how vicious he is. So we had a beautiful location. What was this horse pin? So I told Tim, hey, let's have this. You come walking to this horse pin, walking around, and then this guy, it works for you, but you hate him. There's something went wrong, and I want you to kill him. And then you just keep walking. And he said, yeah, I can do that. That's cool. It's cool. We'll do that. So we roll the camera. He does it. So you walk, walk, walk. He kills the guy. And then he says, I told you so. And then he keeps walking. That is Tim Roth improvising and coming up with a cool way of how his character would then communicate with this guy that he just shot in the head. So it's wonderful to work with these kind of insanely iconic actors and do a movie in such a short amount of time, and in my energy style, because I'm very different in the way I shoot. So for them it was also a blast to work in a non-traditional way.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. You've emerged into directing, high profile series such as Marvel's The Inhumans, and there's Black Sails and Halo. I'm curious about your observation or your sense of where streaming series are headed as we move into the middle of the decade, and also what you'd like to see happen in streaming series.
So what is really wonderful about the TV shows right now is that you get a chance to tell a story in 8 hours, instead of 90 minutes. That's what I like about TV shows. It gives you a much more time to give an in-depth kind of reveal of who these characters are, what they are. And then the technical aspect of having a higher budget, so you can do really a cinematical kind of approach. On Halo, we did like really full-blown science fiction world building, huge sets and creatures, and so to play on that level, normally you can only play on that level in feature films, and there are only a few a year that can do that. But now with television, it gives directors like me the opportunity to work on a scale that I could never do on movies. And then the characters will be so in-depthful and so strong. That's what I like about this specific part of my work. And then for the future, I think the future will give us way more, because the audience starts enjoying it more. You see more people turning into a TV series than movies right now. So I think the future is going to be more of it and more depthful and greater stories. And I'm working on them as well myself. I'm developing a few TV series myself that are epic and scope and big and cool.
I like that. Are they sci-fi? Are they drama? Or
Well, one is historical, one is action, and one is sci-fi. So yes, all three genres.
I love that. Well, three's good. And I'm just closing up here. If you could use three different words to describe Classified, what would you say?
Um, Intense, cool, and epic.
Intense, cool, and epic. That is very true. It's very true. It's a pleasure to connect with you. Thank you, and congratulations on this.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for having me.